If you're a sports fan, you can just feel it. Something big is happening right now in women's sports. It's not just one thing, but a whole bunch of things all pointing in the same direction. So, in this explainer, we're going to connect the dots on what really looks like a genuine tipping point. All right, so let's just get right to it with the big question. Is women's sports having its biggest moment ever? And honestly, when you look at what's been happening just in the last few weeks alone, from massive TV deals to brand new leagues, the answer is a pretty clear yes. So first up, we've got this absolutely massive, historic new TV deal in women's soccer. This is the kind of thing that's going to completely change how we watch the game and, just as importantly, how much exposure these athletes get. And get this, at the same time, a totally new pro league just got announced. And it's not just any league. We're talking futuristic, super tech-driven, and it's got some of the biggest names in sports backing it. And hey, this isn't just happening at the pro level. If you look at the institutions, the NCAA just made a huge move and officially added another women's varsity sport. That is paving the way for a whole new generation of athletes to compete at the very top of the college game. So the question is, how did we get here? And what's so important to understand is that this isn't just some top-down thing being pushed by big media companies. No, this growth is happening from the ground up. It's organic, starting right in our communities and building all the way to the national stage. Okay, this slide right here, it shows you that whole pipeline perfectly. On one side, you've got these awesome community events, like this one at UNC, where college athletes are out there running clinics for kids, getting them excited about the game. And then on the other side, you see the end result of all that passion. The NCAA officially saying, yep, women's flag football is now a varsity sport. It's this incredible feedback loop. So the NCAA gave the sport something called emerging sports status. And you might be asking, what on earth does that mean? Well, think of it like an official fast track. It's basically the NCAA's way of giving a growing sport the support and structure it needs to become a full-blown championship sport. And let me tell you, flag football is moving fast. The magic number to even be considered for a championship is 40 varsity teams. And guess what? The sport has already hit that number, and more schools are jumping on board. This is not some slow, gradual thing. It's a straight-up explosion in popularity. It just proves the demand for more opportunities is absolutely there. Okay, so from the college level, let's jump up to the pros and see how all this grassroots energy translates into major, major commercial success. This is where you see it turn into big-time media deals and real investment. I mean, it doesn't get much clearer than this. This quote is from Dana Strong, the CEO of Sky, talking about the new broadcast deal for the Women's Super League over in the UK. When the head of a huge media company like that says something is incredibly exciting and significant, that's not just PR fluff. That is a massive signal that the whole commercial landscape is shifting. All right, let's actually break this deal down because the details are pretty amazing. It's a historic 5-year deal, and it kicks off in the 2025-26 season. Sky is going to broadcast 118 matches a season. To put that in perspective, that is more than triple what they show now. And here's the kicker, 78 of those games are going to be exclusive. What does that mean? More visibility, more consistent coverage, and a huge new stream of money pouring into the game. And all this new energy and investment, it's not just about propping up the leagues that already exist. It's actually sparking some incredible innovation. So let's look at a perfect example of a league that's being built from scratch, specifically for a modern audience. So say hello to the Women's Team Golf League, or WTGL. Now, this is not your grandparents' golf tour. This is an indoor league played in an arena that mashes up real golf skills with unbelievable simulation tech. The whole thing is designed to be fast, super fan-friendly, and basically perfect for TV. And the format itself, it's literally built for prime time. The matches happen in this custom-built arena. Players are hitting real golf shots into a giant simulator screen, and then they putt on a real physical green that actually changes shape for every single hole. It's a quick 15-hole team event, and my favorite part, the players are all going to be mic'd up, so we get to hear all the strategy and action up close. Okay, and you have to see who is putting their money and their names behind this thing. It's a partnership with TMRW Sports. That's the company started by, Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. The lead investor is a firm co-founded by soccer superstar Alex Morgan, and U.S. women's national team legends like Mia Hamm and Abby Wambach are involved too. I mean, come on. That is a huge vote of confidence from some of the biggest and smartest athletes on the entire planet. Right. So,
When you put all these pieces together, you got the grassroots growth, the institutional support, the pro leagues blowing up, and the wild innovation. A really clear picture starts to emerge. Women's sports aren't just a niche anymore. They are becoming the new mainstream.
So, what's the big takeaway here? What does all this growth really mean? Well, it's this amazing positive cycle. You get more media coverage, which creates way more visibility. That visibility brings in bigger commercial investment, which then leads to better pay and more resources for the athletes, and that, in turn, creates even more opportunities for everyone, from kids starting out to the pros, and gives us fans all these cool new ways to watch and engage with the sports we love. And that leaves us with one last, kind of provocative thought to chew on. With all this incredible momentum, what's the ultimate end game? Maybe it's the day we don't even need the qualifier anymore, when women's sports is just called sports. Definitely something to think about.